Hello, hi, namaste, welcome to my channel Mithul's Biolog. Hope you all are fine and safe. Be healthy, be hygiene, and keep the corona away. Today I am with the next video, which is a continuation of the previous video about reproduction in organism. Today I am with the topic sexual reproduction. Already we have told about asexual reproduction. There are three main events in sexual reproduction: pre-fertilization events, fertilization events, and post-fertilization events. Let us start with the first step, that is pre-fertilization events. That is the step before fertilization. They include two main processes, that is gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Now what is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is the formation of gametes in the body. There are two types of gametes in sexual reproduction, that is male gametes and female gametes. So that is the process first held in sexual reproduction. Now, two types by which gametes are produced. One is isogametes. What is isogametes? Isogametes are the gametes with similar morphological and behavioral characteristics. Here we are not distinguishing it as male or female. Both are similar in their structure and behavior. Next type is anisogametes, which is dissimilar gametes, which is morphological and behavioral characteristically dissimilar. We can distinguish it as male and female. Here the example for anisogametes, ficus, which is having both male and female. So you can see in the picture it is entirely different, right? Then you can see the human, that is reproductive cells or reproductive gametes, both male and female, is entirely different. Or got children? Okay. The next example for isogametes are cladophora, which are similar in their structure and behavior. Okay, next let us see what is bisexual organisms. It means in a body we can see both reproductive organs. Both male and female gametes will be seen in one individual. Here in the animals, they are also called as hermaphrodites. Examples are earthworm, leech, few starfishes, that is belonging to the phylum Echinodermata. Here in the picture you can see earthworm. Both male and reproductive organs are seen in one individual body. Clear, children? In plants, most of the angiosperms produce bisexual flowers. Here is an example, hibiscus. It's very familiar to you, right? Here you can see the yellow portion, that is with the pollen grain, is the male part, and the tip red portion, that is the female reproductive part. It's very clear here. I have separated that. This yellow portion, which is called the pollen grain, which is a male part, and the other one is a female part with the three parts like stigma and ovary. So this is, I think it's very familiar to you all. The next examples, few examples I have mentioned here. Observe the picture and distinguish the male and female reproductive parts. Okay, children? Next, what is unisexual organisms? Here both male and female organs are produced in different individuals. So you can clearly distinguish a male organism and a female organism separately. Examples are papaya, coconut, plant, cucumber, watermelon. Here in the picture you can see male flower and female flower is different. Both are not seen in the same. Okay, children? Now the next topic is what is monoecious and dieocious plants. Monoecious plants are those which both unisexual flowers, that is both male and female flowers, will be seen in the same plant. Example is cucurbits, coconut plant, and cara, which is an algae. Here in the picture you can see this is cucurbits, which you can see both. One is male flower and the other one is a female flower. So both in the same plant. Now here this is an algae which is called as cara. Here also you can see both male and female reproductive organ in the same plant. Okay, but it's seen separately. Next, what is dioecious plants? Here both male flowers and female flowers are not seen in the same plant but in different plants. So you can see one male plant and female plant. Instead of flowers, its plant itself is different. One is that is male flowers are seen in male plant and female flowers are seen in another plant which will be called as a female plant. Okay. Examples are Ginkgo. Ginkgo is a gymnosperm, dates as we all know, papaya, and marchantia, it's a bryophytes. Okay children, papaya plant and all will be there in your homes. Just go and see. I search for the flower but it's very tall, I can't reach there. Sorry children. If I get that, I will show you. Okay. Next step in pre-fertilization event is gamete transfer. Here, how the gametes, once the gametes are formed, they should get transferred, right? From the male body to the female body, then only fertilization will happen. Now, how it happens so? In lower form of plants like lower algae, here water is a medium for their transfer and both gametes will be motile, that is movable. And through water, they move and come closer and they mate, they fuse. Here in the picture, you can see how they come closer. Isogametes, they are isogametes and they come closer and they fuse each other and a new individual will be formed. So that is in the case in lower plants. Now if you tell about higher plants like higher algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes, both male gametes, that is male gametes are motile but female gametes are stationary, they are non-motile. And in the water itself they fuses, so water is required for the fusion and gamete produced here, it will be larger in number. Why? Because since the female is stationary and the male have to swim and reach the female, sometimes the process will be very difficult and successful rate will be very less. In order to compensate that, the male gametes are produced in large in number as compared to female. Clear? Now next, in flowering plants, gametes are transferred by a process called as pollination. It is the process in which the pollen grains are transferred from the anther of the stigma to the female reproductive part, that is towards the stigma, then it reaches the ovary through the style. Medium for gamete transfer is through air, water, even through the insects and animals. Here in the picture I have shown how it can be dusted, that is it can be pollinated in the air or it can be transferred through insects, and aquatic plants obviously it will be pollinated in water. Clear? Next, in dieocious animals, how the gamete is transferred. We know dieocious animals, the sexes are separate, so the male and female organism is different. Here gamete is transferred by sexual mating. It is called as copulation. That is, when the male and female organism undergo sexual relationship, they mate each other and as a result the male gamete enter into the female body. Because as we all know, male gametes are motile and female gametes are stationary. So that is happening in dioecious animals. Mammals, birds, reptiles, certain insects like cockroaches are all examples for that. Okay. So that is all about pre-fertilization events. Now we go to the next step, that is fertilization events. Fertilization is a process in which the male gamete and female gamete fuse together. There the nucleus of gametes are fused and that process is called as amphimixis. This happens from inside the female body in dioecious forms and also from the external environment according to the type of organism. That is about fertilization. Next, we have to study two different types of fertilization: external fertilization and internal fertilization. Let us have a comparative study on this. External fertilization occurs from outside the female body. Normally, this process is happening in aquatic medium. So, the aquatic organism shows this process like fishes and frogs. Here, large number of gametes are produced in order to make this process very successful, because there is a chance for this reproductive cells to get damaged because it is outside a body. So this happens in this external fertilization. Second one is internal fertilization. The process, everything is carried from inside the female body. So the female body will protect the gametes and the process will be very much successful as compared to external fertilization. This type of fertilization process is shown by mammals, reptiles birds, and in the case of plants, all embryophytes including gymnosperm, pteridophytes and angiosperms. So that is about external and internal fertilization. Next, there are three types of internal fertilization conditions. One is oviparity, second one is viviparity, and the third one is ovoviviparity. Let us see one by one. First one, oviparity. It is a reproductive method seen in birds, reptiles, amphibians and fishes. Here they undergo internal fertilization, and after the fertilization they lay eggs. The eggs are with shell for protection. That is inside the shell, that is inside the egg, there is zygote after fertilization. Once it comes outside, with the help of mother, this zygote is changed into embryo and then into the baby form. That is happening in oviparity condition. So they are egg laying form. External fertilization is not happening here. There is internal fertilization, but further process of formation of embryo is happening from outside. Here, the next condition is viviparity. Here, this is a reproductive method of mammals. Their internal fertilization is happening. Complete process, that is zygote to embryo formation and embryo to the fetus formation. Everything is happening inside the female body. So they give birth to their young ones, not egg laying. Obviously, complete protection and nourishment is provided by mother, and also there will be a placental connection between mother and the fetus. The next type is ovoviviparity. It's a type in which it's a combination of both oviparous and viviparous reproduction. Here egg is developed inside the female body and hatching is also happening inside the female body. Finally, after hatching, they start to grow inside the mother's body until they get mature. Here, then later they give birth to the young one, and there is no placental connection between the mother and the baby. So that is a peculiarity of ovoviviparous type of reproduction, and this type of reproduction is shown by certain snakes like viper, certain sharks and also certain insects. That is all about fertilization event. Now next, the third main process, that is post-fertilization event. What is happening here? The process which is held here is embryogenesis. Embryogenesis is a process of formation of embryo from zygote. There are two ways by which embryo is formed from zygote. One method is the whole zygote develops into an embryo. That type of division is called as holoblastic cleavage. The second method is like a part of zygote only develop into an embryo. In the picture you can see. That is called as meroblastic cleavage. Flowering plants, after fertilization, the zygote which is formed inside the ovule, that is accompanied inside ovary, gradually changes into embryo, and this embryo with this ovule finally changes into seed. And the ovary which is seen outside the ovule changes into fruit. So that is a development which is happening in the flowering plants. So that is all the general things what is happening in sexual reproduction in both plants and animals. So that is all for today. Hope it was very informative. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked my video, please subscribe, watch and share, and please click the bell button for getting the notification of my coming videos. And thank you once again. Okay, see you, bye. Thank you.